I'm Jon Kornik. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Plentify. What we do at Plentify is we build a home energy management system. What that means is that we help the appliances in your home use less electricity, and the electricity that they do use shifted as much as possible to solar.
And who are your partners?
So we partner predominantly with solar companies and property developers. Ultimately, our products always end up in somebody's home, but it's through these two channels that we get them out there. So, for example, on the property development side, a big partner of ours is Baldwin, which is a big residential property developer. They're rolling out our technology to all of their existing developments and making this a standard part of all new build. On the solar side, Utility is an example. They provide solar subscription as a service, and they are bundling our products into every solar system that they sell.
And what is the funding?
Sure, the funding is an interesting one. So we're a hardware-based business, and I think that increases the funding challenges because there's a whole element of working capital that you need to deal with that isn't present in, for example, a software-based business. So there's a couple of levels, well, 3 levels of funding I think that matter to us. The one is corporate funding to fund the business itself. The second is inventory finance to fund our growing inventory balance, and the third is project finance to fund actual infrastructure deployments. So on the first, we've been at it for many years. We've been in the market for about 8.5 years now, and over that time we've raised commercial capital from a variety of venture investors in South Africa, and globally, and got some really great supportive investors behind us. On the inventory capital side, we actually just now entering into our first inventory finance deal, which we're really excited about, and we're hoping that we can scale that up. And on the infrastructure finance, I think that's some white space for us, and it's an area that we hope to be able to work with more partners to fund into.
Where are you active on the continent?
On the continent, we are active in South Africa, but we're active in all the South African provinces. Outside of South Africa, we've got a handful of units in Brazil and Norway and the UK. Yeah.
Tell us about some of the projects that have really excited you that you've worked on.
Yeah, there's a diverse set of projects actually. So one of the projects that we're really proud of is a project called Project Smart Geyser. This was a 3-year project that we undertook in partnership with the GIZ and Enlit Africa, where we partnered with the City of Cape Town, Hesekwa Municipality and a few others to roll out 500 of our devices to homes across the Western Cape. We then operated these devices for 3 years and measured the impact that we made, with those measurements validated by the University of Cape Town. And what we found through that project is that if you control geysers in an optimal way, you can extract a ton of value from them. You can reduce peak time of use energy by 80%, you can double the amount of solar you can install, you can double the life of your existing distribution infrastructure, and you can achieve all this while ensuring people have hot showers and save up to 24% on their electricity bills. So there's a huge amount of impact both on the system and on the individual households that this technology can have. We've also done a bunch of projects at a much smaller scale, like in individual estates or apartment buildings, where we've extended the life of a battery from 2-hour bouts of load shedding to 4 hours of load shedding by controlling what happens to demand during those periods of load shedding. We've worked with residential developers to significantly expand the size of their solar plants as well, enabling those estates to run much more of clean power.
How important is entrepreneurship in the green economy?
I think it is critically important because in a lot of respects we are blazing new trails. Like the business models and the technologies don't always exist to address the problems that are confronting us, and I think it's an area that's really well suited for kind of entrepreneurial talent to kind of step in and come up with innovative solutions. Of course, it's more than just the entrepreneur that's needed to build a successful business. You need the supporting ecosystem and the financing around them as well.